Madison, the Black Eagle, with you here, and Magic Johnson. I think I'm the only one who knew Magic Johnson when he was in high school, and he was president of the NAACP Youth Council in Michigan. Am I right?
Oh, you're exactly right. Wow, man! You know what? I'm gonna give you a medal because you're the only one in this country that knows that.
I know it. I watched you. I was right there. I was running the Detroit NAACP.
Okay.
Okay. Look, first of all, let me thank you very much for being here. And I'm going to use a basketball term and just get with a fast break and get right to OraQuick. Let's explain to people, if you don't mind, OraQuick, exactly what this means, because I think this would be considered a breakthrough when it comes to HIV/AIDS detection.
Yes, because what OraQuick is a home HIV and AIDS kit, where now in the comfort of your own home, you can find out your status, whether you're HIV positive or not. And just like me, I don't like needles. I don't like to go to the doctor, but I go. But now you don't have to go through that. You can find out your results. And then it only takes 20 minutes. You just swab it in your mouth, and 20 minutes you'll find out your status. And I think it'll be a game changer because now people can just don't have to worry about going to the doctor. But if you still want to go to the doctor and get an HIV and AIDS test, please do that. But what we were trying to do is make it easy, and you can do it with your family member. You can do it with your boyfriend, girlfriend. And I think that you're going to see a lot of people now going to get their, HIV and AIDS status by buying OraQuick.
Yeah, and this is National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day.
Right.
And here's the point. Is it not true African Americans are bearing the brunt of the HIV crisis in the United States?
Yes, we are. And if you look at every number, we're up around 50% of every, whether it's men, women, young people. We lead in every category. And so we got to change that and bring those numbers down. And then we got to quit having the attitude it won't happen to me. And then when you think about it's been 22 years for me since I announced I had HIV. And early detection saved my life. And that's what that's what this day is all about. Just urging people to get tested, whether you get the OraQuick test or you go to a doctor, just go get tested.
African Americans make up 14% of U.S. population, representing, I read, 44% of new HIV cases.
That's right, almost 50%. And again, those numbers are alarming, and we got to change that. Now, we do have the black churches are now finally on board, and we're working well with them, and because they're still the most powerful voices we have in our community, the pastors of these churches. Shows like yourself who are educating people about it. So we're getting the word out. Now we just got to get the people to get tested.
All right. Now, a couple of other things. One, is this FDA approved, the oral swab and the home test?
Yes, it is. And already doctors use it in their office. So this is a test that's already been out there. It's being used as we speak in physicians' offices. And so you can get this at any drugstore around the country.
So I could walk into any drugstore, whatever. I guess next you'll probably buy a drugstore. You're buying everything else. So
I'm working on it.
I know you are, especially with Obamacare out there, man.
Yes.
But so you can actually, and is it over the counter, or do you have to go to the pharmacist and ask for for OraQuick?
No, it's definitely over the counter. So, and people are already using it. So it's a product already being used. So it's not like a new thing that just recently. It's people have been using it so far. So it's great.
And again, in the comfort of your home, you can find out in 20 minutes. But here's what would concern me, and you can speak to this better than anyone else, Magic, and that is, let's say one finds out and the test is positive.
Right.
I would assume, and you can speak to this, that the problem probably immediately would be despair.
Right.
That's the word that comes to my mind.
Right.
Speak to people who might get that sense of panic or despair. What should they be thinking?
Well, of course, you're going to be frustrated, disappointed, in disbelief. So what I would do, there's a number that's in the kit, and there's a lot of information inside this kit, this OraQuick kit, that you can call a hotline number, ask questions. There will be somebody on the line, of course, and you can ask them questions. They'll answer all their questions, and they will help them to find a healthcare provider, a doctor in their city or in their area that they can go to the next day or a day or two later to answer all their questions and help them to get on a regimen. So this kit is just not for finding out, but also it gives you a lot of information as well.
Mm-hmm.
And also there will be somebody who will help you and listen to you as you are in despair or if you are disappointed. There'll be somebody on that other line helping you through that process.
Yeah, because 20 plus years ago, there was really no one you could turn to, was there?
No, it was nobody I could turn to at that time. I had
Right.
to find somebody, and I finally found a woman, Elizabeth Glazier, who was dying of AIDS at that time, and she really helped me through this whole process and helped Cookie as well, because it's not just you who go through this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Cookie had to go through this with me, and thank God she was okay and the baby was okay, who's now a grown man in Egypt.
Right? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm reading that, and I'll just share this with the audience. On the average, it says the survival time for African Americans with AIDS is lower than any other racial or ethnic group, and it's the leading cause of death in African Americans, especially young women.
Yeah, well, because we find out later than everybody else.
As opposed to early detection.
That's right. As opposed to early detection, we find out so late that the drugs can't help us. So that's why we're urging everybody to go get tested. Get this OraQuick test. Find out. Get on a regimen. Get on some drugs like I did. Get on some meds. And that's why I'm here 22 years later.
Now, obviously, that it's the people may say, "What is it? Is it an expensive kit? Is it very expensive? Affordable?"
It costs about $40.
That's it.
And so that's it.
$40 could save your life.
Exactly, $40. And again, I've been talking about this all day, and what people are talking about doing is doing it with their boyfriend or girlfriend and doing it with somebody so you can find out together. So I think when you talk about saving your life, it's really important that we all go get tested, whichever way you feel you're comfortable with. Just go get tested.
You know, I'm going to bring up something that I don't hear a lot of people talk about in my audience, and I know you've done interviews with the Hip Hop Nation and some of the other younger people, and when we tend to talk about AIDS and young women and the younger generation, I think, and I heard statistics about how older women are also, because they're beyond menopause,
right?
And maybe their significant others might have strayed or whatever the case might be, and they don't have protection. Maybe they don't use condoms. They don't have to. They don't run the risk of pregnancy. Right. And I did not realize that that's a growing population, even with older women who may be beyond menopause.
You are exactly right. That number is growing, and they active. They're having sex, so they have to also have safe sex as well, and it's so important. And nobody's really talking about that age group,
right?
And so you bring up an excellent point, and a point that everybody has to understand is that hey, if you're out here, and no matter what age you are, you can, if you have an unprotected sex, you run a risk of getting HIV.
Yeah, and sex isn't going anywhere.
No.
And
No.
we might as well understand. Just don't look at your child or look at the young population. If you're active sexually, you know, that's what you just here. You've got OraQuick. It's now home tested. It's all swab, and the 20 minutes you'll know.
Right.
I know one. Yes, sir.
No, I said you're right.
Okay. And I know one of the things we're going to also do, and I'll close out, I so appreciate you coming on the Black Eagle Show. And when you come into Washington, you know, please stop by. We're going to be doing a special roundtable on, I think, March 13th on the whole Obamacare to try to convince young people to sign up. And look, do me a favor, if you can put that date down, do so. Because we'd love to have you as part of our discussion, because I know you're a big supporter.
Because I think that all young people got to understand you're going to get sick, you're going to get hurt, and you're going to need Obamacare. You may not need it today, you don't think you need it, but you do need it tomorrow. Because just like me, if I didn't have insurance, I wouldn't have found out about HIV, you know, and it would have been too late probably once I did find out. So it's very important to have affordable health care and also quality health care. That's very important.
Now, we'll contact you, and appreciate it and look forward to it. And Magic, it's always good talking to you. And good luck and congratulations on bringing this OraQuick to us.
And also, thank you for educating everybody, too. And I look forward to coming in studio and taking some questions and just hanging out with you.
All right. God bless, man.
God bless.
All right.